You could tell me about checkerboard print until you're blue in the face. I'm not gonna be participating. No thank you, ma'am. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin if you're new here, and I'm really excited to be filming today's video because it is a summer trends video, which I'm sure you can tell from the title down below. I love these videos. I feel like everyone's just really excited to be out again and wearing fun, exciting clothing. So before we actually get into the video, I want to start off by saying I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe down below if you haven't already. I post on this channel twice a week. I post my vlogs every Monday and every Thursday. I try my best to do every Thursday, but for the most part, every Thursday I post some other type of video having to do with fashion, travel, lifestyle, content creation, beauty, a little bit of military wife stuff because I am a military wife, but that's kind of not something that I do super often. But if any of that sounds interesting to you, like I said, follow me down below or subscribe down below, and follow me over on my Instagram at Caitlin Mahina if you're really into fashion and travel and just like seeing really, in my opinion, dreamy, sort of romantic, fashionable images. You would love my Instagram. I actually color coded each month or depending on where I travel to. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and, like I said, subscribe and follow, and it would absolutely mean the world to me. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers here on my channel. Okay, so if you've seen any of my trend videos before, you'll know that I always start off with this disclaimer that trends are not the end all be all. You really don't need to follow trends in order to look good. I personally am a huge believer in if you like something, wear it. Who cares what anyone says? She says as she's wearing a banana yellow puffy dress. If you're curious about this dress, by the way, I'll link my last video up above. I just hauled this in a summer haul video, and I have all the details on this dress over there. But again, if you like it, wear it. The only thing that I really value trends for is that they do keep fashion exciting and interesting. For those who are not aware, I actually did study fashion merchandising when I was in college, so I really do love studying trends and sort of why they're happening and like what they mean for, like, you know, the world beyond fashion. So just a quick little overview here. I really do feel like fashion right now is as loud and colorful and crazy as possible. I think everyone, myself definitely included, we're all just really excited to go outside again. I know that I am literally going to the grocery store in outfits like this. No joke. You would know if you've seen my vlogs before. I go out all the time just wearing whatever the heck I want, and I love it. I do want to say that as far as where I source my trends, I typically would source them more on like fashion publication websites, but honestly, because 2020 led to like much slower production lines in the fashion industry and people weren't really buying new clothes, I don't know, I just feel like social media is definitely the place to find trends now. I did look at the runways and at social media when coming up with this video, but honestly, I feel like not a lot of people are actually wearing the trends that the runway showed. I don't know. I feel like right now there's a bit of a disconnect between what people are actually wearing and what's going on in fashion and like high fashion with fashion designers, but that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. There definitely are some similarities, but if I'm not citing specific designers on some of these trends, it's because they have blown up on social media, but they're nowhere to be found on the runways. So I just kind of wanted to start off with like patterns and colors. And as for colors, I have just been seeing an explosion of colors across social media right now. People are wearing really crazy colors, a lot of colors at once, and I felt like I could really narrow it down to a few key colors that are just really popular right now. And the first one is yellow, and as you can tell, I am currently wearing yellow, and I think yellow is actually the Pantone color of the year. And I remember when I first started studying fashion and color theory and all those things when I was in college, I was like, do people actually pay attention to the Pantone color of the year? But yes, every time that I've done one of these trends videos, I've been like, wait, that's the Pantone color of the year. Surprise, surprise. So I actually love yellow. I only got into wearing it somewhat recently. I did buy this dress from Zara last year. As you can see, it still has the tag on it. I'm not going to be doing any trying on in this video, but I just wanted to show you an example of something that I still would consider to be trendy now, because again, I don't care if something is out of trend, but I really like this dress because it just sort of clings nicely to the body. It's really fun. These shoulder ruffles are also also really, really fun. But I've been seeing yellow in so many different like variations. I've seen it in like full-blown like two-piece suits. Not my thing, but you know, go you if you're into that. I've been seeing it in knitwear, cardigans. I feel like it's just such an embodiment of obviously happiness and just overall being in a good mental state, you know, kind of on the I don't know how to say this, like the light at the end of the tunnel perhaps of what was 2020. So I think that's why yellow is really popular right now, and I have more yellow pieces than just these two, but the yellow trend that's happening right now is like solid yellow. I have a lot of yellow pieces that are like yellow patterns, I guess, like with flowers, but that's not what's trending so much right now. But again, I'll still wear those pieces. Another color that I feel like has been just everywhere lately is green, and the only reason I pulled out this Reformation dress from my closet is because if you've been here before or you follow me on my Instagram, you will have seen this many times. I wouldn't say that this particular style is necessarily like the hottest thing right now, but the only reason I pulled it out is because the shade of green that I'm referring to is this color. It's not like, I mean, pretty much all color is in style right now, but specifically this sort of like emerald darker shade of green. And that actually brings me to my next trend, which is one that's really not for me, but I just have been seeing it everywhere, so more power to the people that have been wearing this. But it's actually mixing neon with like jewel tones, and I'll pop some reference pictures up here on the screen. I feel like I've been seeing it a lot with like Bottega Veneta pieces. Yeah, it's just really not for me. I have said this before on my channel, but if you're new here, I don't think I'll ever wear neon ever. Like, not even as an accessory. I can't stand neon colors. They look great on other people. I just find them to be too, I wouldn't even use the word trend. I feel like neon is like a step below. It's like a fad. I don't know. I can't do it with neon. I do love like rich jewel tones, but personally for me, I'm not really a person that's gonna wear like, for example, like neon pink shoes, an orange dress, and like a purple clutch bag. Like, I've literally seen people wearing that lately, and again, if it makes them happy, amazing, but it's just personally not a combination that I'm into, and not something that I'm gonna go out of my way to buy pieces for, because I really think that's only gonna be something that's popular this summer. Pastels are still in. I'm honestly just gonna breeze over that. If you've seen my spring trend video or my favorite spring dresses video, both of which I will link up above, it's pretty much two videos entirely dedicated to the pastel pieces in my wardrobe, pastels in general. I feel like pastels are going to be in for a while now. They were definitely in 2020. It's just a nice way to get color into your wardrobe if you're not really into just full-blown, like really deep, intense colors. I love pastels personally, but again, I'm kind of transitioning out of them right now because for me, I associate pastels with spring for the most part. Like, when I get into summer, I like to wear more whites and more like crisp colors. I save these kind of dreamy pieces, with the exception of literally what I'm wearing, for spring, but again, they're still popular. So if you have pastel pieces, keep on wearing them. This next upcoming trend is just all different types of prints, and I actually do not have any pieces. Oh, I do have one piece for this trend. I'm not typically a really intense prints girl. I feel like I'm saying Prince, like the musical artist, Prince, P-R-I-N-T-S, Prince. Still sounds weird when I say it, but I've been seeing a lot of just crazy prints, like patchwork, like psychedelic sort of 70s prints. I've seen even Dior did tie-dye, which for me was just like, oh, not the one. I don't know. I'm not really into really crazy prints. I do like a print, but for me, if it's gonna be like a really interesting print, I don't know, I wouldn't do it like head to toe. I feel like that's what I've been seeing a lot lately. I've been seeing the psychedelic prints, like I said, the tie-dye. One print that I do really love is the flower print, and I've had this dress for a year now. It is from Realization Par. If you've ever been on Instagram ever and you follow like any Instagram influencer type girls at all, you've probably seen this dress before. It is really form-fitting, really flattering. It's a bit short and I'm only 5'4", and sometimes I still feel like I'm kind of like pulling it down, but I feel like for me, like, again, I'm not gonna buy into this like ditzy flower print trend. It's not even ditzy, it's like psychedelic. Actually, weirdly enough, I have seen a lot of fashion girls that I follow pull this dress out again, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy into it, but if you really just have any flower print dress that's like potentially a bit more on the dramatic side, like opposed to this, something more like this, that's definitely in, so keep those in your closet. Okay, I just realized I forgot a print that I absolutely can't stand, so that's probably why I forgot it, but it is checkerboard, and I feel like I'm seeing so many girls right now doing hauls where they're just like, yeah, I'm obsessed with checkerboard prints, and it's not just black and white, it's like lots of different colors. There's like jeans where it's checkerboard, medium wash, light wash. I just like, sometimes do you know when you see like YouTube videos of hauls and they're like partnership collaborations, and you see the girl hauling and they're just like really trying to sell you on something that's just like, you're like, no. That's how I've been about like checkerboard prints lately. I feel like the last 3 summer hauls that I've seen from 3 totally different creators, they're like, yeah, like checkerboard print is like the one right now. Like, you could tell me about checkerboard print until you're blue in the face. I'm not gonna be participating. No thank you, ma'am. These next 2 trends are kind of smaller trends. Like, I feel like they're not really worth talking about all that much. Well, actually the first one I do really like, and that is puff sleeves. And I'm talking about puff sleeves in like all different types of variations. Again, if you want more details on this dress and my other Selkie dresses, I already told you which videos to check out on my channel, but I have another Selkie dress here. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this one on my channel as well, but I just wanted to have one in my hands so I could talk about it a bit more. But as you can see, this just has these gorgeous puff sleeves where your arm just kind of sits in there like enveloped in a little white cloud. But again, I'm talking about like all different types of like everything from puff sleeves to just like in general exaggerated shoulders. Like, I know Balmain right now is doing like really big pagoda shoulders, and for me puff sleeves are a hit or a miss. Like, I am a more petite girl, and so things that don't have much movement in them like this, like as you can see, this puff sleeve is able to like move around and it's like more fluid on me. For me, puff sleeves that are like really rigid, whether it's like in the construction of the garment or the fabrication, are just not for me, because I just look, I don't know, I look like I'm cosplaying as like a movie villain, which is fine. If that's your thing, that's totally fine. But I just like a softer take on the puff sleeve personally, like the more romantic puff sleeves. But I feel like puff sleeves have been in style since like honestly maybe even 2018. So if you have any puff sleeve garments in your closet already, you don't need to buy anything for this trend, you are ready to go. The next one that I can think of off the top of my head is cutouts. I am actually not a huge fan of cutouts. Like, I like, that's not to say that I don't like exposing skin in that way. Like, for example, I just picked up an H&M dress that's again in my summer haul where it's like basically backless, but I don't think that counts as a cutout. I'm talking like side cutouts here. I don't know. It's not that I find them unflattering on me per se. I just don't gravitate towards them. But there have been a lot of side cutouts recently. I know Prada is doing like really unconventional cutouts that are not symmetrical. That's like, looks like a Swiss cheese or something. It's just not really my thing. I don't know. I don't gravitate towards it. I don't hate it, don't love it, not gonna go out of my way to buy it. Okay, next up is actually one that I'm kind of 50-50 on, and that is crochet, and or just in general like knit pieces, like thick knit pieces. And I'll show you first like what I enjoy from this trend. Again, watch my summer haul if you want more details on this piece specifically, but I have been seeing a lot of like really thickly crocheted knit cardigans and outerwear. This one is from Miracle Handmade. It is an Etsy store. So yes, this is really on trend, but I didn't buy this recently because it was on trend. I bought it because it was a statement piece that I loved anyway, and then later as I was picking out pieces for this video, I was like, oh, I guess this technically is a trend. But specifically I'm talking more crochet. Like, I'll have to put reference images up here on the side, but it's almost like a more of a bohemian style crochet. Like, it's kind of like, imagine like halter tops or even like triangle bikinis. I've seen a lot of Frankie's bikinis that are crocheted that are like also checkerboard. I don't know, I feel like most of the crochet stuff I'm really not into. I do like this one because again, it's a bit more feminine, it's a bit more elegant in my opinion. It doesn't look like, I don't know, you're going to Coachella for the first time and you're not really sure what to wear, so you went on Tumblr, but then you saw a Tumblr picture from 2016 and you were like, this is the one. Like, that's just, I'm not really into the crochet. It's, like I said, it's like halters, crop tops. Like, it's cute. I've seen some cute iterations, but I really think that it's like such a 2021 trend, and I really don't think it's gonna last very long. So if you're into it, great, but I wouldn't get more than like 2 crochet pieces maybe. Okay, now to get into specific pieces. We've done colors, we've done patterns, we've done details and finishes, but 2 pieces in particular that are really, really popping right now. The first one actually is the last piece that I have with me, is wide leg pants, and these are not going to look like much on the hanger. I'm pretty sure I've worn these before on my Instagram, so if I can find a picture of them, I will pop it up here. If not, use your imagination. These are some really, really high-waisted, extremely wide leg white jeans from Zara. And I remember when I got these, I was really worried that they were gonna be too long on me because I'm only 5'4", but I think the trick for me on Zara is I gotta shop cropped jeans and then they come out perfectly on me. But I've just noticed that I feel like wide leg white jeans have been like low-key trendy for a really, really long time. Like, no one's yet telling you to get wide leg white jeans, but I still see them everywhere. I feel like they're really flattering. I feel like they go with a lot of the other trends here. I don't know, I'm obsessed with those jeans, and apparently skinny jeans are out. And to be fair, I only have, actually I think I have 2 pairs of skinny jeans. Actually, oh my gosh, I think I have 3 or 4 now that I'm thinking about it. Again, like, this whole TikTok thing, like, skinny jeans are out. I wore skinny jeans yesterday. Like, no one looked at me weird. I don't know. I find that a little bit ridiculous that people are like demonizing jean styles. But I will say at this point in time, I do prefer wide leg pants, but in my mind, skinny jeans are not canceled. Totally your call. But the other specific clothing item style that I can think of that's on trend, I like to call it the shoelace top or like the wrap top. I'll put either pictures or something up on the side here. The one that's coming to mind right now that I think everyone and their mother has is from Jacquemus. I don't think I've ever said that word out loud. Jacquemus? I feel like people say it like Jacquemus, like it sounds weird. I don't know. I do think it's really, really cute. If I had a much higher expendable clothing budget, then maybe I would get it. But the thing is if you saw my last haul, I have a rule in my closet where if I bring a new piece in, I will get rid of a piece. Like, I'm not trying to expand my closet. I have to really, really, really love something for me to bring it in to my closet, because I really want to only have clothes that I just absolutely love. And I think it's just a like for me. So really cute. I understand why people like it. I like it more than a lot of the other trends that I've discussed so far, but I just don't know if I would ever go out of my way to buy it. Okay, we are in our last category. Thank you for sticking with me, guys, and that is accessories trends. And the first one, again, I like it. I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy it. I understand why it's a thing, and that is like really, really colorful, funky rings. And again, this is not something that I really saw on the runways or like in any fashion publications, but it was literally like within a day, all of a sudden I saw like 10 posts on Instagram of everyone just like with their manicures and their like colorful rings. I'm not sure if they're plastic or clay or glass. Again, I really hope I can find some inspiration images, but they are just everywhere right now, paired with like really, really fun manicures, which kind of goes back into the print trend that I talked about. I've seen flower print nails. I've seen like tie-dye, groovy style, like wavy, like abstract nails paired with these really, really cool rings. And again, I like them, I like the trend, but it's like so of its time right now. Like, I sincerely doubt that that's gonna stay trendy for a long time, and I'm not obsessed with it to the point where I feel like buying it. But again, to each their own. I'm sure you could get them for pretty cheap. It's not like they're like fine precious metals or anything like that. What else? Okay, so let's talk about shoe trends. And I feel like the shoe trends and the bag trends are so similar to last year that I honestly appreciate that. So as far as shoes, slides are still really, really in, which makes me happy because I love slides. I have these. I don't even think I'm going to show you them super, super up close because I mean, they're not totally nasty. The bottoms kind of are. But I literally picked these up on Boohoo last summer for like really cheap. I've worn them so much. My goal is by the time I am like, I've worn these into the ground, I really want the Hermes. I really want the Hermes Oran sandals. I'll put a picture up here. But you know, again, it's one of those things where you probably bought slides last summer, you don't need to go out and buy more. I still am seeing the Chanel style, like dad Birkenstock-y type sandals floating around. I think Gucci just came out with a pair recently that I actually kind of preferred to the Chanel ones. Actually, I do really like the Chanel ones. I was seriously considering for a period of time picking up like a dupe of the these granddad strap style sandals, but the thing is for me is I've found recently that because I'm only 5'4" and like I'm a bit shorter and I'm not like a size 00 or anything, not that you need to be, but if I have to be really careful about shoes that just like cut off at the ankle, you know what I mean? Like let me find a pair. Like for example, even a white sneaker like this, I pretty much have to either wear like a mini skirt with it or totally cover my legs. Otherwise it looks kind of, it just cuts my legs off. Like unless it's something like this, because if you're wearing a sandal like this, like you can see your whole leg and it really extends the leg. I just know that if I wore those Chanel dad style sandals, that I don't think it would be flattering on me. I think I tried on a dupe at a shopping trip I was on recently, and they weren't flattering. Like as comfortable as they are, I feel like for me, like, even though I really like the style, again, if I had the money and I was like 6 feet tall, I would totally get the Chanel ones. But I do really feel like because this is the second summer in a row where those shoes are still popular, like the odds of them being popular again next summer would just not be very strong. So if you have them, awesome, keep wearing them. If you want them, I still think that they're a safe bet to get. Weird rhyme there, but yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. All right, on to bags. And again, a repeat of last year. Tote bags are still really trendy. All of mine are downstairs in like a little basket in my entryway, which I love because it really sort of makes them super useful. I pretty much only have gift with purchase tote bags, like from Realization Par, 437. I actually do have one that says Plant Lady on it, which is really cute, but tote bags are still really in. So are rattan or rattan, I think it's rattan bags, like straw bags, like the Loewe bucket like straw bag is still really popular. I don't think I would go out of my way to buy it because I feel like for what it looks like, even though it is really pretty, I mean honestly, like this is a Roxy bag that I've had since I was like in middle school, and you know, it works for me. I might as well just pull it out. It looks kind of weird and shapeless up there, but like I'm not gonna go buy the Loewe bag even though I like it when I literally have this one. Like I like it, I don't love it. A bag that I actually do really want that's sort of in a similar style is the Prada one. I have had my eye on that for literally years. I know I'm definitely gonna get it one day. I think it's actually out of stock on the Prada website right now. I was considering getting it, but I actually do want to finish furnishing our house first before I pick that one up. But yeah, I actually do really like that trend. A bag trend that I don't love is like, I feel like bags right now are just puffy. Like I don't know how to describe this trend other than like puffy accessories. Like Bottega Veneta is definitely like the king of puffiness right now. Louis Vuitton recently released like an envelope bag that was puffy. Oh, that is, I can't with the puffy accessories. The puffiest I get is this dupe of the Bottega Veneta pouch that like initially became popular I think in 2019. It's not like an actual Bottega pouch, as you can see. There's even a stain on it. This is from I think Pretty Little Thing. I doubt they still carry it. But yeah, I just kind of hate like the big oversized puffy accessories trend. Like I've seen people like it's so puffy you gotta like carry it under your arm. Like I'm not about that life. I just think it's not for me. If it's for you, great, but I just think it's very, again, of its time and not a classic and not for me. I like my bags more intentional in their design. I don't like them to look sloppy, I guess. Like even to me, a tote bag like with a nice design looks more put together than like these slouchy puffy bags, even if they're Bottega Veneta. It's just not for me. All right guys, that actually brings us to the end of this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I tried to be a bit quicker because I remember for my last trends video, my spring trend video, I think I dove in a little too deep to the example pieces when that was not really the point of the video. Now I'm rambling. Okay, love that for me. But again, if you liked this video and you want to hear more from me about fashion, lifestyle, beauty, travel, just see my day-to-day life. Subscribe down below. Follow me on my Instagram at Mahina so you can sort of see my daily outfits. I post on there every single day, whether it's a photo, a reel, stories. You can always talk to me over there as well. I love talking to my subscribers in my Instagram DMs. I have like a little community that I talk with pretty regularly, so that's really fun. But I hope you got something from this video. I hope that you kind of realize that, you know what, trends aren't everything. It's all about what you enjoy. Shop your own closet, you know, consume fashion sustainably. And I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!